Hi everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a match preview for Newcastle United's game this weekend, Saturday, 5:30 kickoff at home against West Ham in the Premier League. We'll have a little look at this in a second. Just look at the team lineup, how I think we're going to line up, how I think we're going to win the game, hopefully win the game. And yeah, a little bit about the head-to-head and the thoughts on the game. So just before we do, a little bit of a reminder, if you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe button. We'd love you to come and join us. We're on about 2,478 subscribers, so we're close to 2.5. Smash that button, come and join us. All free content here. Love to have you on board and just talk Newcastle United with you. So let's get stuck in then. Yeah, so obviously we're still buzzing. We're still on cloud nine after the semi-final at home. 2-1 victory against Southampton through the final of the Carabao Cup. We now know we're playing Manchester United at the end of February. We're absolutely buzzing for it. Can't wait. It's where we think Newcastle United belong. It's where we've been dying to get back to for such a long period of time. Cup finals, contesting in the top four of the division. That's what we're doing this season. We're having a great season. We're flying high. Eddie Howe's mags. So we're not scared of anybody really. So West Ham are coming to town. Not in particularly great form. I think they're sitting 16th in the league. Their form has been poor in the Premier League. They've just won in the FA Cup as well, so they're starting to slowly look like they're getting back to where they should be, but they've had a season probably to forget for them. For years, West Ham have really been where we are now. Really, they've been chomping at the bit for the top four. They've been upsetting the big boys and playing really well, playing good football. Credit to David Moyes for that. But this season, Newcastle United have come out of nowhere really and blasted all these teams aside, and we rightly so deserve to be sitting where we're sitting. So let's have a little look then and see how we think the lads are going to line up. This is the team that I've gone for. In terms of the back five, kind of picks itself, really. You've got Pope, Byrne, Botman, Shaw, and Trippier. Massive key to our success, huge key to our success. 12 clean sheets this season, best defence in the league. I'd be shocked if these lads don't get in the team of the season if they keep playing the way they're playing. Where we've made some changes, obviously, we're missing that main man after that red card against Southampton. Bruno Guimaraes will not play. This is going to be the first of his 3-match suspension for the red card against Southampton. Excuse me. And this is going to be a big test for us, really, as to how we do play without Bruno. He's such an integral part of this team. Everything goes through him. So this will be really interesting to see how the lads play. As Dan said on Evermore this Wednesday, we have played with Bruno before. We have won without Bruno before. So, it's not beyond the realms of possibility for us to do that. But yeah, it's going to be different without him. It's going to be less creative, let's be honest with you, without him. But it's a real good opportunity for the likes of Joe Willock and man of the moment, Sean Longstaff, to step up. I think Joe Little will drop back in that midfield three, and we're going for Maxi to slip into that front three with Wilson and Almiron. I don't think Isak is going to start after that concussion he received on Tuesday night, probably just as a safety measure. Wilson looked off the pace again against Southampton. I really hope that he can get back on the goal trail. He loves a goal against West Ham. So let's hope he can do that again at the weekend. But that's the team that we've gone for. So in terms of West Ham, in terms of their team, in terms of their injuries and everything else as well, so that they're missing a few players, few players out of the starting lineup. But I think there's going to be a few players probably coming back. So you've got Kufal and Declan Rice are going to look like they're going to come back into the team. Obviously, Declan Rice is a huge player for them. Paqueta as well is pushing for a return. And Ben Rama as well. So they've got some dangerous players, West Ham. There's no doubt about that. They're missing Danny Ings. I think Kurt Zuma's out as well, as is Maxwell Cornet, a former target for us as well. So, they will be missing some of the attacking players. I mean, it's a shame for Danny Ings because, great for us because Danny Ings is a good player and a good goal scorer. But West Ham need goals. Have really struggled. I think Jared Bowen's the top goal scorer with 4 goals. He's not had the same impact this season as he's had in seasons gone by. So they are struggling in the final third, obviously, which is a total transition there and opposite to what we are. We're flying in the final third. Yes, Wilson's goals have dried up recently, but I really fancy Wilson to get back on the goal trail against West Ham at the minute. The only risk, I suppose, the only danger for me is the lack of Bruno in that midfield. Rice might just try and get a hold of that game. We need Joe Linton at his best, at his powerful best, so he can smash into him. He can get that ball. He can force West Ham back. We'd rather have Declan Rice sitting in front of his back four than going on one of those marauding runs where he he's 20, 50, 20, 50, 15, 20 even yards up the other end of the park. So yeah, it's going to be a real interesting battle that in the middle of the park. But I think Sean Longstaff, like I said, his confidence will be up through the roof. So really, this could be a great game for Sean to step up and continue this great vein of form. So let's have a little look at the head-to-heads, then we'll give you a prediction. So these are the 48 Premier League games that we've played against each other. We edge this, so 22 wins for us versus West Ham's 14, 79 goals for us versus their 16, and 14 clean sheets for us versus 15 clean sheets for them. In terms of the last time we've played each other, you can see there, a couple of draws. We've won 2 games, and obviously there was that one defeat. Form guide, we're sitting third, rightly so, as we all know, and they're sitting in 16th. So we're unbeaten in 6. They've lost 3 of those last 5 games as well. So that's great form for us going into this game. So looking at that and feeling about this fixture and in the previous years gone by, I fancy a win for us. I fancy a 2-0 win, and I think Callum Wilson's going to get back on the goal trail as well. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below, if you agree or disagree with the team lineup, what you think the result will be as well. And let's just hope for another 3 points as Newcastle United continue their charge to the Champions League, as well as being Carabao Cup finalists. Well, what a season this has turned out to be. So that's us all done for this episode. As I mentioned at the start, if you haven't already, please subscribe and do us a favor, like this video, help get it around YouTube. It really helps the channel grow. And let's keep supporting that team. We'll call United, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.